Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, the founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dream out of your head into your life. Good morning, Camelia. Good morning, Chrissy. Thank you so much for joining. I pray that you all are having an amazing start to your Thursday. You know, your girl has been up since about probably 4 o'clock or something like that. But you know, God is so good and He is so worthy to be praised. Truly give Him all of the honor, give Him all of the glory. Had an opportunity to spend time with the Lord in the Word. I have already been in prayer 2 times this morning, 5:30 to 5:45, and from 6 to 7, and here we are. Here we are. Here we are. So, you know, and on those days, you have to sacrifice and get up earlier, get dressed earlier, and all those different sorts of types of things. But that's what it's all about, sacrifice. If it's convenient, it's not a sacrifice. If things are not working in your favor in your life, you need to make a sacrifice. It is time for us to sacrifice in order for things to start shifting in our atmosphere. Good morning, Nisi. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Angela. Thank you so much for joining. And I'm going to say this. I'm not talking to nobody Pacific. Don't inbox me. Don't send me no nasty grams. Don't send me no poster cards, all this and that. This is Transparent Thursday, okay? So take the lesson, leave the pain, get out your feelings. Do not be defeated. Listen. If you, good morning. If you are going through, you got to do more to get out than it calls for you to get in it. Listen, think about when you get pushed in the hole. There's no effort in that. If you get pushed in a hole, when you get pushed in a hole, it's just a drop and bam. But to get out, it takes more effort than it did for you to get in. It takes more effort. Ha, ha, ha. You can talk about me. It takes more effort for you to get out of the hole than it did for you to fall in a hole that you didn't even see. Listen. So my question this morning is, are you singing victory or are you singing defeated? Because see, for me, defeat is not even an option. It's not an option. You know, there's some, and look, let me tell you something. If I can just tell you what I've been through in the last 24 hours, you'll be thinking, well, Doc, I ain't think you'll be coming on here. I didn't think you'll be on here because I done went through, you know, there was a life change that happened in my life on yesterday. But you know what? I told myself, not yesterday. You got to already have a plan. You already got to have a mindset for foolishness. You got to have a mindset for setback. You got to be prepared for some things. Good morning, Nathan. Thank you so much for joining. I'd already told myself, not yesterday, not last week, not last month, not when the pandemic started, not when we started facing COVID-19 and the coronavirus and social distancing and 6 feet apart and this and that, all these other different sorts of types of things. But see, I told myself a long time ago, I would not allow nothing and nobody. Good morning, Toya. Thank you so much for joining. Nothing and nobody hinder the work in which that need to be done. Good morning, Regina. So you cannot park your car and start talking to everybody that's walking up and down the road. You can't park your car and stop at everything that is going on along your way. Are you going to get to your how you going to ever get to your destination if you constantly stopping along the way? Good morning, Regina. Good morning, Ida. Thank you so much for joining. So you got to think about your life as a trip of travel. You get in your car and no matter what they're doing down the street that you have to drive on, you may watch to keep from hitting people, but you are not stopping talking to everybody that's outside shooting ball. You are not stopping and trying to to trying to rescue every dog that's running out on the side of the road, every dog that's running out in their yard. You know you ain't looking to see if every dog got on a collar because they running out in their yard. You are not looking at all the things and stopping to address all the things on your way. You on your way to work. You ain't got time for that. I hope you getting this. You know, I always like using a parable for you can get it. You know, you do not have time. You are on your way to work. So do you think you already didn't leave the house early enough to be early? You left your house early. You left your house in time enough for you to be on time. And for some of y'all, 2 or 3 minutes late. Preach, girl. Yeah. You didn't leave for no space for nothing. You didn't leave for no time to be talking to nobody. You didn't leave in time enough for you to stop and do this and do that, this, that, and the third. You left on time just to get there. And some of y'all are getting there 2 or 3 minutes late along the way. Because see, you didn't take into account that the first time when you call yourself mapping out your route to where you was going, that it was going to take you 3 minutes or 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 30 minutes. But you didn't know that today you got some old person on the road want to sightsee that they done saw this same area time and time again. You got some nosy person that's riding up and down the road. You got some crazy person, and I know that offends some of y'all. You got people that act like they own the street. This right here, this is not the time for you and your friend to park in the middle of the road. This is not the time that I got to dodge you like you got bumpers on your backside. This is not the time that I got to sit in the middle of the road and wait till you get through holding the conversation. But see, you didn't take none of that into account. So now you late. You late. Now, I'm not really talking about your route to work. I'm talking about your route to life. Your route to your purpose, your route to your business, your route to your legacy. I'm talking about that route. So if you're not stopping along the way as you go to work, trying to help everybody, trying to talk to everybody that you see walking, trying to entertain. You don't get up out your car when the people sitting in the middle of the road and you got to wait till you get by. You're not getting out trying to entertain and see what's going on in every day. So why you do it in life? Why you do it in your business? Why is it that you're trying to learn everything that now you got so much information that you're not using none of it? Why is it that you're trying to get involved in so many things and you're not committed to none of it? Because now you're overwhelmed. Now you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed with information. You don't know to go left. You don't know to go right. You don't know to keep going, to turn around. You don't know to stand and stop and be still. You don't know what to do because now you're confused and now you're questioning. You question the stuff that was working. Now you say, I don't even know which way I'm supposed to be going. You knew the route to work yesterday. You knew how to get there yesterday, but you decided that, I'm going to take a new route, a route I ain't been on before. I'm going to go a new way. You do the new way on your way home. So then if you ain't got no time to be at home in most cases, but you don't go the new way on your way to work when you know you don't know that way and you get lost and you get in there telling me I was late because I went a new way and I didn't know they had trains that come through there and I was caught by the train and I'm sitting at the track. What? Why do we do that with life? We got to do more of what's working and less of what's not. Stop trying new stuff, testing out stuff that hadn't been tried and tested and proven to work. We got to stop dibbling and dabbling. And I know that contradicts some things. And I'm not talking about you adventuring out and all these different sorts of types of things, but you ain't accomplishing nothing. You got your hand in some of everything. You want to go and get this and that and this and that and that and that and that. You got to build. That's all I'm saying. You got to stack. You got to stack. Listen, you got to stack. Don't go from doing nothing to trying to do everything. Do a little bit at a time. And as you see, then you won't have this big breakdown. You won't have this big fallout. You won't have this big thing. Good morning, Robert. Thank you so much for joining. Because now you all in. You done burn up all the food at the same time. Because everything in the same pot. You got the main course in the pot. You got the side in the pot. And guess what? When you burn the pot up, you done burn up everything. You ain't got nothing. You don't have nothing. So break your stuff down. You don't have to try to eat the elephant in one bite. You don't have to try to complete the task in one bite. You don't have to try to build the business in one endeavor. Break it down. And when you break it down, when one section fails, it don't mess up the whole project. Break it down. When you have communication problems in your relationship, you ain't got to talk about everything that you ever talked about in the relationship over the time. Talk about what you're talking about. Let the main thing be the main thing. And at the time, let it be the only thing. Don't go talking about what you did and what you said 3 years ago and how you did me a month. Shut up. If you stayed there 3 years past the last thing, when you talking about an issue, whatever somebody did today, that's what we need to talk about. I don't need you talking to me about nothing that happened 3 years ago. One, I can't change it. And two, if you done stayed your little self here from 3 years ago up until now, shut up talking to me about 3 years ago, please. Please be quiet. Y'all not going to talk to me today. You're not going to talk to me today. Why are you bringing up old stuff? What is yesterday going to do for your today? Why are you bringing up old stuff? So what song are you singing? Victory? Or you already singing defeat? You defeated and you ain't even put on your suit. You defeated and you ain't even got dressed for the fight. You defeated and you have not exhausted all of your alternatives. You have not did everything that you can, but you defeated. So I want to know, do you want to win? Or are you setting yourself up from the beginning, before the fight even start, to say, I'm a loser. I'm not a loser. I don't care what come up against me. I don't care if I was prepared for it, but I am prepared mentally to face whatever I need to face. Lose whatever I need to lose. Separate myself from whatever I need to separate myself from. You got to have it up here. You got to have it up here. You got to have a made up mind. You got to have a made up mind, but it have to come from here. It got to come from your heart. You cannot do things from your wavering emotions. Because see, one day you happy, the next day you not. One day you got it together, the next day you don't. One day you ready to run, next day you don't like to run. One day you up and one day you down. One day you ready, one day you not ready. You got to make up in your mind and say, you know what? I got a calendar that I created. And I said, you know what? Poverty is not an option. That's not an option. And even when they announced that they was closing, and I always make this out as a joke because McDonald's was never my main job. I always been a workaholic. I guess you can call it that. I just like to work. I am fascinated with work, but I'm fascinated with production. I'm fascinated with change. I'm fascinated with transformation. So I always been a workaholic. So I'm gonna tell you, this is just a little insiders, and this true story. But I was working at the casino as a revenue auditor. My off days was on Tuesday and Wednesday. I didn't like being off on no Tuesday and Wednesday. Kids at school, what I'm going to do? Sit up in the house, look crazy? And I didn't have my business at the time. I wasn't operating Action Speaks Volume at the time. So I didn't want to. So I used to sub at the school on Tuesday and Wednesdays. And then I started, good morning, Nikita. Thank you so much for joining. But then I went and got me a job at McDonald's. So I used to work McDonald's 2 days. That's all I needed. That was my little part-time gig. You know, sometimes I work on a Friday evening, Saturday evening, or whatever. And I enjoyed it. And so this is the point. When they made the announcement that they were shutting my job down, when they were shutting down my job, you know, the first thing that we always think about is going back where we came. The devil is a lie. That was never my thought. I'm thinking I'm not going back to McDonald's. But McDonald's was never my job. McDonald's was my part-time gig, and everything I made from McDonald's, they got it back and then some. Because I've always been a coffee drinker. I've always liked the little breakfast. I don't do too much of their dinner, but I eat the breakfast and I eat the fish sandwiches, sometimes a spicy crispy chicken. But I don't hardly eat their food. But everything I made, they got it. They just helped me fund the funds that I was giving to them anyway. So anyway, but when they said they was closing the job, I said I ain't going back to McDonald's. So this is my point. Why is it that when you get into a situation, good morning, Anterica, thank you so much for joining. When we get into a situation, the first thought that we think to come out of what we in is to go back to where we came from. The relationship that you was in didn't work when you was in it, because if it worked, you wouldn't have been separated. So why are you going back to her? Why are you going back to him? Why are you going to go back to the job you used to have when you left it because you didn't like it? The people hadn't changed. The environment hadn't changed. The company hadn't changed. And some of you hadn't changed. So why are you going back? Why are you going back? Good morning, Anterica. Why are you going back? Are you going to sing victory? Are you going to sing defeated? Are you going to sing victory? Are you going to sing defeated? I'm not a defeated foe. They just helped me fund the funds that I was giving them anyway. It's the truth. It's the truth. Good morning, Mary. Thank you so much for joining. They gave me a job to pay for the stuff that I was eating. You know how we do it. You know, sometimes we used to make the joke, get there, to get her to be a let her wash dishes. They literally let me, I took orders. I started out on fries, and then, of course, they wanted me on the register. Then they wanted me to manage. I ain't managing nobody but me, because, honey, $1 is not worth me managing nobody. I don't need it. And when I got ready to go, they really wanted, you want manager position? No, boo. Thank you, but deuces. This is for the young folks. This ain't for me. But anyway, listen. The real point that I'm trying to make is, if you're going to win in life, you gotta exhaust all options. Good morning, Mary. I don't remember if I said good morning. You got to exhaust all options. I hear people, and I'm going to say this, I ain't stepping on nobody's toes, but listen to me. You cannot tell me you doing everything you can, and I don't see you doing everything that I'm doing. And I know somebody may think that's arrogant, but it don't cost you. Sometimes we would say, I'm trying. And I'm thinking now, I'm hosting all these prayer calls, and I don't see you on them. Ouch. If you doing all you can, why you not on some of these calls to get some of your prayers answered? I'm hosting calls every morning at 5:30. 5:30 to 5:45. 15 minutes, and you not on that call. Why? I know you sleep. I know you tired. I know you this, that, and the third. But if I want something, I'm going to do what I got to do to get it. There is not a thing that I want that I can't have. And if you look around the room that you're in, look around the room you're in. Look around the room that you're in. I'm sure you will find things around that room that you don't even need. But you know why you got it? Do you know why you have the stuff that you have in the room around you? Because you wanted it. So how bad do you want your prayers to be answered? How bad do you want your life to change? How bad do you want the words to your song to change? Do you want to keep hollering you defeated? Do you want to keep hollering that you're going to quit? Do you want to keep saying that you're giving up and life is not working for you? It's not going to work if you don't work it. But I am on a call every morning at 5:30, 7 days a week. I don't care if you don't get on there every day. But if you say you trying, you will make some sacrifices. You will do some things that you're not used to doing. You will do what you got to do. Get up. Get up. And you gotta put yourself in situations that is different from the problem, the pain, and the past that you're going through. I just was on a call this morning from 6 to 7. I'm going to be on another call today from 12 to 1. I'll be on another call from 5 to 6. That is every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't see y'all on those calls. If you're on there, I don't know you're on there. So if you're doing everything that you can, see, that's why I can go through life. I can go through hell and come back and you don't even know it. Yesterday was a hellish day for me. I could have been to hell and stayed down there, but I chose not to. I chose to go to sleep last night. I chose to rest in peace last night. I chose to do what I needed to do in order for me to be able to come on here. Because, see, I could have come on here feeling sorry for myself. I could have went on here. I had to put one of my kids out yesterday. One of them gone. You don't want to follow the rules in this house? You got to go. Just that simple. I could have been a defeated parent. I could have failed like I failed him. I could have failed a whole bunch of stuff. But you know what? I didn't feel none of that. Because when I know I'm telling you the right thing, and when you think that what you think is better than what I think, when I pay the light bill in there, when I pay the gas bill in there, my life is not, it ain't no secret. It's not no secret, because what I care about what you think is nothing. It's just the truth. When you got two grown folks in the house and you ain't married, we got a problem. So it's almost like, you got a lot of people on a shack with their kids and they want to co-parent. I don't do co-parenting. And if you feel like you can't follow the rules up under the roof that I pay for, you got to go. You got to go. And am I going to be sad about that? Am I going to be discouraged? No. I'm not going to sing a song of defeat, because I know without a shadow of a doubt, I know that things in life are going to happen. And I know the message that I read on yesterday, God said, I'm pruning everything about your life that is in the way of purpose. You got to be willing to let everything, I don't care if it's your mama that's in the way, move, boo, because I got to go. We get so hooked up on people. I know this gonna mess some folks' minds up. I know you got some folks that's crying and you this and that and the third. But look, it's not being hard. You can help people until you hurt them. You can help them till you paralyze them. You can help them until you crazy. You can help them till you ain't got no sense and they walking around with all the sense in the world, and you are fruit. You know them fruit cakes they used to make around Christmas time. You around here like a fruit cake, crazy, crying, depressed, and stressed out for somebody that don't want your help. You help those that won't help, and you let those go that don't. You can't help everybody. I can't help everybody. I'm not Jesus. He couldn't help everybody. I'm not God, and I thank God that I'm not. Oh, y'all not going to talk to me today. Today is Transparent Tuesday. I don't have no secrets. I don't live no secret nightlife and figure, well, oh my God, no. I don't live no, but I said that this is the reason I wanted to say that. I don't want you to think that, oh, she just saying that because my life is not perfect. I don't live a perfect life. My life is not perfect. But I don't live no defeated life to feel like, oh, I'm going through this, that, and third. If ain't one thing, that's enough. It's always going to be one thing after the next thing. And you know why it's going to be that? Because it is life. Life is revolving. Life is going to keep on going whether I want it to. Time is going to keep on ticking whether I want it to. That 1,440 minutes, I can hold on to it all I want to. Life is going to do what life do. If I'm ready for it, life still going to do it. If I want it, life still going to do it. People going to be crazy. People going to not appreciate you. People going to lie on you. People going to try to make you look bad. People going to do this, that, and the third. They did it back then and they still doing it. But at the end of the day, I would not be a defeated foe. I wasn't defeated when I was in the world. I ain't going to be no defeated saint. I'm not going to be no defeated Christ follower. I'm not going to be no defeated woman of God. The devil and his mama, his daddy, his kids, and his friends. Liars. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not shedding not one tear. You can't, we in these relationships that we cry for what? You either love me or you don't. You either like me or you don't. You either want me or you don't. There is nothing in between for me. There's nothing in between for me. You ain't gonna kind of sort of want me. You gonna either celebrate me and you will not tolerate me. Because if I feel like you think you tolerate me, boo, bye. You ain't gotta tolerate me. Go somewhere else. Bye. You ain't gotta be around me. Bye. You got to get to a point that you stop allowing people to stop your purpose. People is stopping your purpose. You got the gifts and the talents, but you can't use it because you're depressed, stressed, crying, and laid up sleeping. You can't do the work. You can't do the work because you're spending so much time on a road that don't even want you. Oh, y'all not going to talk to me today. You're not going to talk to me. You're not going to talk to me. You worried about some woman that want another man. And you talking about you don't want me? She didn't show you she don't want you. Stop being silly. This is Transparent Thursday. I know this hurts some people's feelings. I know this offends some people. I know you can block me, you can unfollow me, but it is only the truth that hurts. The truth hurts. The truth hurt. Ain't no lies do not hurt you. Y'all know you may say this and that and the third they lied on me and this and that, all this. That don't hurt you, because if you know that you ain't guilty of what they said, why in the whole world would you sit up and wear yourself crazy? I don't care if it's your son, your daughter. It can be your mama and your daddy. I don't care who it is. I do not care who it is. Nobody is more important to me than the Lord. Nobody. Nobody. And I don't fake. I'm not one person. You know, you got some people, you know, I figure, well, I can't talk in my voice tone, that I got to come on here and I got to say, you know, I love the Lord and he heard I'm loud. I always have been loud, but I'm real. What you get, what you see is what you get. So I don't get in there. I don't get on here thinking, well, you know, what song are you singing? Are you singing victory, or are you singing defeat? You know that we have to continue to press, and we have to continue. No. If you didn't got on my nerves, I bet you gonna know it. And a lot of times it ain't even with words, because I'm gonna probably look at you crazy. Some of y'all are so fake that it don't make no sense. I'm not a faker. So if you hear something about me, and if it ain't what I done told you, you know it's a lie. Because I ain't got no secrets. I do not have any secrets. And if you ask me what you want to know, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. And I'll let you know after I answer you. First of all, you ask me something that one ain't your business. But I will tell you. I'll answer your question if you got one. But what song are you singing? But you got to know, life is not perfect for anybody. You're going to have ups and downs. There's a season for everything. Over in Ecclesiastes, for the Bible scholars, you know where it's at. There's a season for everything. There's a season for planting. There's a season for harvest. There's a season that you're going to laugh. There's a season you're going to be sad. There's a season for birth, death, all that. There's a season for everything. So why you think you're going to be with somebody forever? Nothing is forever. The only thing I'm trying to get is forever is my salvation. If you come on here talking like that, I'll come and take you to the doctor myself. You better do it, because you know I'm sick. You know I'm sick. I ain't going to do it. You ain't going to have to take me to the doctor, Angela. I promise you I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. But look, laying all jokes aside, being very serious, honest, transparent with you, life is going to happen. But don't let life stop you. I could have been stopped when I had those 2 car wrecks, 26 hours of surgery, broken jaw, lost femur, crushed knee, broken ankle, broke toes. I could have, when I had tubes going from the wazoo to this, from the ABC to XYZ, I could have gave up life then. But you know what? The most precious thing to me is life itself. Life itself is precious to me. I truly would not. I wouldn't trade my life for nothing. Nothing. I don't have a mindset. Good morning, Kenya. Thank you so much for joining. I don't have a mindset to think that I'm going through so much that life ain't worth the living. The devil is a lie, and you ain't finna rob me of my sleep. Baby, you gonna either help me rest or you gonna get out of my way, because I don't have time for foolishness on no level. Woman foolish, baby mama drama, daddy fool, all that. I don't have time for it. Because when you have much to manage, you don't have time to waste. And you got some people, listen, I'm going to say this, the Holy Spirit just brought this to me. Sometimes you have family members, kids, parents, sisters and brothers. Sometimes they would try to step in the way of purpose. God didn't say that, I want you to operate in purpose and I want you to unwrap the gift that I gave you if your family approve of it. God said, I knew the plans that I had for you before you knew your mama, before you knew your daddy, before you ever met your sister and brother, before you had kids. And matter of fact, the kids that you got is mine. So we use our families as an excuse. And we'll say, that's just the human part of us. All that crazy stuff that we say, we're not human and flesh, we're spiritual. And if we don't do the spiritual things and we say, well, we can't do this because we got to lay up with our boo and this and that. No. God honors marriage. But he don't honor a marriage. You speaking to my soul this morning. Amen. Thank you. God don't honor marriage over the relationship with him. He said God is a jealous God, and he's not sharing his glory with nobody. He didn't say he going to share his glory with your wife. He didn't say he going to share his glory with your husband. He didn't say he was going to share his glory with your kids. But see, a lot of times we say, well, the kids want to be a part of this, and they want to do this, and they want to do this, that, and the third, and my kids, and you ain't spending no time with God. And so that's why some of this stuff that's been shut down, God has shut it down because we didn't have time for him. And so this is what I told my kids. I said, you know what I like about COVID-19? I said, all this stuff where y'all talking about you couldn't do this and you couldn't do that. What COVID-19 has helped me to do for all these loose parents that's trying to be their kids' friend because they wasn't parents when the kids was little. Now they think they owe them something. Oh, come on, girl. And now you want to make me look like I'm a bad parent because I'm not letting mine do everything that you letting yours do because you was out hoeing around while I was at home trying to keep mine from people like you. But I'm the bad person. Can I just tell the truth? You hoarding around and you slipping down poles, and now you want to be the good parent now that your kids is grown and they having to help raise your behind because you didn't raise them? Oh, preach, girl. I know y'all wasn't looking for this today, but ain't no telling what may come out today. Ain't no telling what. I ain't gonna cuss. I ain't gonna cuss you out. But ain't no telling what may come out. You got these ones that's hoeing around and they want to be the kids' best friends. They BFFs. Your child, your best friend. I don't want no child of mine, my best friend. I love my kids. But they ain't my friends. They need to find friends that stay equal. And when you didn't raise your kids, now you think they owe you something because they start talking crazy to you, telling you how trifling you was when they was having to put you to sleep when you was drunk and when you was hoeing around, you coming in with your clothes ripped up, toed up, and all down, everything, this, that, and the third is out. And so now you wanna parent my child when you didn't raise yours. Boo, bye. Yeah. I don't have no secrets. But you got these people. They want to get in your kid's head because they look and figure, good morning, Shirley. Thank you so much for joining. They may tell you that you ain't nobody going to church too much because we ain't in the church building. But they may feel like you're going to church too much because they don't go. Because they hung over from the night before and they can't get their tail up because they drunk, they high, and they too sluggish to get up. But I go to bed at 9 o'clock. Y'all not going to talk to me? And so for my mamas out here, for you trying to do the right thing, you doing the best that you can. Don't defeat yourself because you got somebody that you used to talk to and they ain't talking to you no more with her loose self. She can sit her nightlife self down somewhere trying to be a parent to who? You didn't raise your kids. Your mama had them. Mama ain't raised no kids of mine because she told us, I'm not keeping no kids. I raised my own kids. I'm at home. I didn't even know we had a curfew around here. I'm looking foolish when I see a curfew. I see the stores that we closing at 8:30. You know why? I didn't need no curfew. I'm at home at night. I'm already at home. And I'm scared of the dark. I'm at home before dark. I'm not playing. I'm serious. I am at home. I've never. No, the system asking question about how many days you go to church. Whoa. Yeah. This real stuff. Y'all, it's time out for all this phony stuff. But I'm so glad some of this stuff that God shut down, hallelujah. I am glad. I ain't missing nothing. I'm not missing nothing. Now, I really would have loved to go get my hair done, but I ain't even messed up about that. I would have loved to get my feet done, but baby, Saturday, I'm going to pull my little bows out and I'm going to do my feet. But all that, I ain't had to social distance myself from nobody because I ain't one to have to sit up under and listen at a bunch of lies. Because when you sitting up under people all day, every day, what you talking about? Y'all ain't got nothing new to talk about anyway. I appreciate you too, Robert. Thank you so much. You're not talking. When you start sitting around people every day, all day, you start lying and talking about people. That's what your conversation about, because you ain't got no new news. You ain't building no new businesses. Holler at your girl. I know this offends some people, but guess what? It is what it is. It's the truth. Anyway, I'm getting ready to get out of here. This is Transparent Thursday. So I hope I said something to encourage you, and it might have disappointed you. I don't know. Maybe I didn't meet your standards today. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do what you thought I should do. I don't know. But guess what? I don't care. I do not care. DHR allowing kids that come from an abusive home to complain about going to church, cleaning their room and their body. Boo back. That is so silly to me. And most of the ones that's making the decisions at DHR, Angela, they don't even have doggone kids. They want to compare kids to dogs. Most of them that's sitting around round table, square table, making decisions, they don't have a clue what you got to go through with these kids. They don't have a clue with the foolishness that you have to deal with. They don't have an idea. They don't even have the eye to the deal. They don't have a idea of what raising kids is really like. Because when you look at the surface and you don't look at all the things that's underlying the surface, you need to go sit down somewhere. You really need to go sit down somewhere. You the first one want to say, well, this needs to happen and they don't need to do this. If they don't mess up their room, they don't have to clean up their room. If they don't, putting water on. But see, a lot of times the ones that got a problem with you trying to help them, tell them that they need to put water on their body, they nasty. That's why they got a problem with it. They nasty. I always said that we can have clean restrooms in public if you didn't have nasty people in them. Come on now, somebody. Good morning, Dolores. Thank you so much for joining. A lot of times the people that make the decision is people that ain't did a doggone thing. Tell me that you done did it, that you done been successful. Show me what you did to work with these outrageous children that think that they supposed to be the parent and you supposed to be the doggone child. Holler at your girl. And if you do, their kids are young. And if they do, their kids are young and they're being their BFF. You got all kinds. But when you start facing situations, but you know what, Angela? It comes back. Because see, those same ones that you figure, my child, this, and this is what we do. They try to figure out when they get about 11 or 12 years old, what happened? I gave you everything. I had you in the wheel. I had you ready to set up. I was going to get you the car of your dreams, and I was going to do this and that and the third. We already have your college fund. Sit to the side. They surprise them, and they go do bipolar opposite what their mama planned for them. They don't want to work in the family business. They don't want to be a part of that. They wants to go and snort this and that. They wants to go and sniff this and that. They wants to go and turn up, and they want to do this, that, and the third. And then, you know what? They go in anxiety because they figure, what did I do wrong? Now, what you didn't do wrong is you didn't want to go by the word. And anything that we do opposite of the Lord, it ain't gonna work. It is not gonna work. It don't matter about how you feel about it. A lot of people want to parent how they was brought up. Well, I'm going to make sure my kids don't have to do this. It's what you went through is the way you are today. I don't just give mine because I got it. That ain't their money. I go to work. What, I'm going to just give you something for that I didn't hard work for and you sit in there and play your game? The devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. You got folks that think that I don't owe my kids nothing. I don't owe you. I owe you food, clothes, shelter, and some love, and this and that and the third. But anything, all that extra, I don't have to do that. That's luxury. But I can just say, Lord, help us. COVID-19 is doing some help. COVID-19 is clearing up some things, separating some things, stopping some. But I just pray that when this thing is lifted, that we will not go back doing the stupid. We would not go back to what we said normal, because the stuff we was doing, it wasn't normal anyway. I pray that we don't go back doing abnormal stuff thinking we going to have a normal life. Stop the whole press. Stop the whole entire press. Look, I got to get out of here. This is your girl, Coach O. If you're new to me, I'm your realist. I am just a realist. That's all I can be. I'm not no faker. I'm not faking for no followers. I don't feel bad at all. Thank you. Amen. I'm not faking for no followers. If you looking for truth, I'm your girl. If you looking for truth, I am your girl. If you need somebody to patch you up and fake with you, lie to you, I ain't the one. Follow somebody else. I'm not the one. God bless you. I am the founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, get your dreams out of your head into your life, and take care of business. Stop being worried about what people say. I don't go a day worried